President Trump continues to try and pass his big, beautiful bill. Now that it passed the House, it has to pass the Senate. There are plenty of Republican holdouts, though, and we want to go live to Scripps News national correspondent Joe St. George. Joe, President Trump is speaking with some of those holdouts, so how are those talks going?
Well, you can set the Outlook calendar reminder, I think, right now. We're going to be talking a lot about the big, beautiful bill, lobbying from President Trump, the debate in the Senate all June long. I mean, this is crunch time now for the President Trump's legislative agenda, which may be his legislative legacy. I mean, this is a 1,000-page bill. I don't expect many more opportunities, even though he's only halfway through his first year in his second term. There's just not going to be many opportunities to pass legislation like this. So this is a pivotal moment. And President Trump and the White House know they have a bit of a problem right now, and that is the House passed its version of the big, beautiful bill, but a number of Senate Republicans have issues with it. Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, he has issues with the cost of this thing. He's saying, wait a minute, weren't we elected to cut the deficit? And nonpartisan independent watchdog groups are saying this will increase the deficit to the tune of trillions of dollars over the next decade. So he has to address that concern. He also has some Republican senators worried about Medicaid changes. Senator Josh Hawley, a reliable conservative vote, he's raised concern over rural hospitals and how they could close as a direct result of the piece of legislation in the House. President Trump spoke to him about that in the last 24 hours. So the pedal to the metal, the push is on as far as what's next here. Republican leadership in the Senate still want to get this vote before the July 4th holiday. They're going to implement some changes here, so we could get text of those changes sometime this week. Part of our job as journalists will be to explain what those changes are so you know how it could impact your pocketbook. Remember, Civics 101 here. Anything the Senate does, any change the Senate does, it kicks the bill back to the House for another round of voting. So this thing is going to intensify throughout the month of June, but we're committed to covering every angle of it because it's so big, it impacts all of our wallets for sure.